What is up, you guys? Today we're going to be talking about Moderna. The shares are currently up about 11%. We got some good news today for the company. I was a shareholder when this thing was trading at $11 per share back in like 2018, 2019. I have since then sold my shares. I had about $20,000 worth at $11 and ended up selling it at 100, which is way lower than when we hit close to the 500s, but still a phenomenal investment of mine. But this is a stock that has gotten very beat up, that we're pulled back down to like the 128, 130s. And I want to talk about where I think this thing is going to be going in the next couple of weeks and or next couple of months. So hit the like button, subscribe, check out our Discord community down below. You guys get access to free courses, free live streams, free seminars, free webinars. We have tons of courses over there. Like I said, we are going to have an options course coming hopefully by the end of the year, but we currently have an introduction to the stock market course, a complete technical analysis course, and a disciplined trader or trading psychology course. So go check it out. Link in the description. I also update all my trades and all my plays over there, as well as updates on the market and Tesla throughout the day. So looking at Moderna, things have been really rough basically since those highs on August 9th. And I still think it's a phenomenal company. That's why I invested in it such a long time ago. But still, I always say this, phenomenal companies can be extremely overvalued. And when you buy an extremely overvalued company, even if it's a great company, you're usually going to pay for it. And so Moderna is down 76%. One of the first things you're going to see on this big weekly time frame here is that we have a head and shoulders pattern forming. If we look at the monthly as well, you're going to see we have a shoulder followed by this big head, followed by this shoulder, followed by that major support line, which you saw I had drawn out earlier right here. And it looks like if we snap this level down at 100, we will probably get a drop back down to the 80s, which I'm going to spoil this a bit, but that's ultimately what I think is probably going to end up happening. I think we're probably going to hold this level. We're going to continue to trade between 188 and 116 and potentially start to move our way back down to 68, maybe even $50. Now, at this point, I do own 100 shares of Moderna. I'm selling cash secured puts, or I'm sorry, covered calls on this thing right now. And I plan to continue to sell covered calls on this thing right now because I think that I can bring down my average on my shares. And I would like to own Moderna long term again at about $58. It's not as great as 11, but I don't think we'll ever get back down to 11. Now, the news that came out today is that FDA approves its new Omicron adapted COVID-19 shot. So Moderna has received FDA emergency use authorization, or EUA, for its BA.4/BA.5 Omicron targeting bivalent COVID-19 booster vaccine in children and adolescents 6 to 17 years old. So that's really good sign for them. You can see the stock is up right now, currently about 11%. Looking at this shorter time frame here at this 1 hour, we have pushed it up. We are holding this range. And if we actually go through and take a look at a daily chart, you're going to see that there's a big point of control that we need to push through here. So heavy resistance is looking like Moderna will probably not be able to push through 140. And I do ultimately think that we will probably get slapped down and continue to move back down to that $60 range, which for me, I'd be happy to continue to buy long term there and maybe even sell some cash secured puts on Moderna. Now, what would be a bullish sign if you're somebody who is looking at the next 6 to 12 months on Moderna is if we're able to push through $186, $187. You can see here, if we're looking at the volume profile, the bulk of the volume on the volume profile for Moderna is basically between the level of 188 and 124. You can see that with how little volume we have on the volume profile up above 185, it is very easy for the stock to move within these levels. For instance, when we push through that level, we were able to move 170% within 2 months. But in retrospect, we were also able to drop 60% within 5 months. So when we're trading through these low volume areas, it's very easy for a stock to move up or down within that range. So if you're somebody who's bullish, you really want to see a push through 186 with solid volume, which could bring us back up to 350 level, maybe by mid to end of next year. If not, what I ultimately think will happen is we'll break through 118. We'll see the fade back down to maybe 79 to maybe even $50. And that's where I would like to have a really solid position built for the long term. So I hope this helps, guys. Hit the like button, subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.